Well, hello everyone. Seeing as how it's a very rainy spring weekend, and of course that means another new film drop that I can talk about. So here I finally give my belated and pursuing thoughts on Wicked, also known as Wicked Part One, Wicked the movie, or anything you want to call it. Which is based on the book of the same name, as well as its highly acclaimed musical play, a, which is a reimagined origin story for the Witches of Oz. So, let's begin. We all know how the story ends, and much like the play, this also one shows us how it begins. Ends before her the shoes, before Dorothy, a as film stars as Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo in the roles originated by Idina Menzel and Christian Channel respectively, who make a cameo in the Emerald City sequence, and it's definitely a film home that also honors the best elements of the books, the play, and even the previous film adaptations, also creating something of its own to tell the story of what became Glinda and the Wicked to the West, how they were Galinda and Elphaba, uh, friends turned rivals attending Shays University in Oz. Great name for school, by the way. Hey. And the film was also directed by John M. Chu, who has an experience with directing music based films and musical adaptations. In fact, his version In the Heights was one of my favorite films of 2021. So that's another fact that gave me confidence in this one. And I expect it to do well based on how much a fan base the book and the play have, but I cannot say anyone expected it to be the most successful live action musical ever made to date. And definitely he is a easy recommendation I can give, and I am definitely also kind of looking excited now for Wicked for Good later in the year here, and there's still plenty of visual wonder to be had with, much like its seniors, how it managed to innovate visually, especially like the opening shot of what's left of the witch as we transition to people celebrating throughout Oz and the monkeys flying overhead in one continuous shot. And even little details like how the Universal Vanity Plate not only recalls one of the vintage vanity plates from decades ago, but also is colored in the same green and gold hues of the Emerald City and the Olympic Road. And it's definitely a one that is rife with wonder, and even with the runtime, I certainly held my attention to the whole thing with that basically adapts the first half of the book and the play. Hey, and much like other ones, they filmed both parts at the same time, with the a second part coming out this Thanksgiving, I would say. And while some people debate whether or not that means like more and more ones are becoming glorified 2-hour trailers, what's next? As someone who is part of like an older method of that, to me that just gets me excited for what's left, sort of a to be concluded, as it were. And of course, there's my favorite song from the play. Got a fantastic arrangement and to help end the film home as she decides to play the part that she's been assigned and to defying gravity. And I've been listening to that one extensively before I even saw this go live, and yes, not only will be willing to watch this again, it's also oh, going to be they even put the clip up by itself, and it's a great sequence. So I'm not surprised I actually heard it from one of the other theaters when I was seeing other stuff of this past holiday season. So, oh yes, it's definitely worthy of its acclaim and hype. And I will say this between this, I will say this between this Moron 2. It turns out that no, the theatrical musical is not dead. All you have to do is just make one that people want to see, and they'll turn out for it. Imagine that. It's no different from any other genre. Who'd thunk it? And even though we may be facing an uncertain time ahead of us, that is why I intend to keep this up. I mean, I might take a new direction, and once again, after a potential move later this summer, but I definitely can get behind this film's simple yet resonant message. Everyone deserves a chance to fly. And I will definitely be talking about other works this weekend, especially when I'm waiting for the rain to let up. And so, if you care to find me, look towards the western sky. That'll be all for now, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care, everyone.